would like to contact me personally, my name is Sharon High Jones. I can be connected on Facebook. You may send me a friend request. It may take me a few days to get to it because I don't look at it that often, or send me a direct message and I will check that. Failure consume you to a point as to where you don't think or don't feel that you have the confidence or the right to pursue doing anything else in life because you made that one failure. So that's why I want to say it's just embracing your failures and turning it into a success. And that simply just means is that if you fail at something, stop, think about it, look at it, evaluate it, see what you did wrong. If you don't feel that you're doing a very good job as a youth director, then you may need to just take a step back and just evaluate what it is you're doing, what it is somebody else done that you think that you're not doing. But understand that you're Sharon. You have to do things the way Sharon does it, the way the Lord tells you to do it, the way He lays upon your heart. Don't compare yourself to other people. You know, like Tonchelle made it in a statement, and it's probably some of the things she hit on the other Saturday. There's no need for competition. You know, we're all in this world to do various and different things. God gives all of us gifts to do something. So there's no need for this competition of thinking, I got to be better than Tonchelle, or Tonchelle's got to be better than me, or whatever, because everybody has a different role, a different purpose in life. You just have to do some soul searching and researching within yourself to find out exactly what is your purpose. And then, you know, and it takes a long time. I'm knocking at 40 so hard, it's saying I see you tomorrow. And, you know, I still don't know if I still don't feel that I know exactly what my direct purpose is. Now, I've been in education for about 15 years now. There are some days I go home and I'm like, is this really what you want me to be doing, Lord? You know, but, you know, I've tried to do other things. I did some social work for a little while and all like that, and I always end up back working with somebody doing something. So even though we may not feel that is your purpose, God's going to show you what your purpose is, because no matter how much you try to run from it, He's going to bring you right back to it. So when you fail at something, don't beat yourself up to a point as to where you're telling yourself you're worthless, you're telling yourself that you can't do this or you can't do that. Just reevaluate the situation, look at it, and sometimes you just have to close the door and just get by yourself and just really just start sitting there talking to yourself. It's okay to talk to yourself. It's even okay to answer yourself back. Some people say it's okay if you talk to yourself and you don't answer yourself back. Somebody got to answer you. So go ahead and just talk it out and just see what it is that you did do or didn't do. And don't always go trying to blame that person beside you. Don't try to always blame Amani here, you know. Amani or Amari here. You know, think about what you're doing. Yeah. There's several players on the team. So, you know, but look at what you're doing, and then look at what, you know, others brought into the situation, and just see how you can improve it. And then you turn that failure into a success. Try not to make the same mistakes over and over again, because I think I said this before. You make a mistake one time, it's okay. But if you choose to keep making that same mistake, then that's a choice. That's a habit. You know, so you have to choose to stop making that same mistake and that same choice. And be receptive and accepting to constructive criticism. You know, people are going to come, and not everybody's going to say it nicely, you know. I don't know if anybody follows me that much on Facebook, but I really try to make all my posts positive. But I was in the store.
Oh, yes, I saw that.
And I am not a size 2 by any means, probably will never ever be. But I was just killing time waiting on my sister-in-law. And I was trying on a dress. And this, is that recorded?
Of course.
This young lady who was of a different ethnic group than I am, and probably 110 pounds lighter than I was, steps in there as I'm admiring myself in the dress, and she says, that looks surprisingly good on you for a fat black girl. And, you know, I had to just, first of all, I had to, you talking to me? And then I said, well, there's nobody else up in here, so she got me talking to me. And said, I beg your pardon. And then she said it again, but it was like a little, little. And so I kindly told her, I said, well, yes, ma'am. This dress looks very good on me, as well as everything else that I wear looks good on me. And it also looks good on most women with the exception of you, because your insides are so very, very ugly that it exudes onto your outside. And it just makes you a horrible looking person. So I want to get the dress. Do I not look good?
I know that.
I do not look good. As a fat black girl, I'm working at that. And it does not have a W behind it. But, you know, I think that she wanted me to roll my neck and to get to doing this. And, you know, I kindly asked her, I said, I beg your pardon. You know, to make sure she was talking to me, you know. Why? Maybe somebody was hiding behind me. But no, she was directing it towards me, and I just let her know that because your insides are filled with this ugliness that you feel that you can just say what you want to somebody, that nothing is going to look nice on you. But because, not saying that my insides are kind of fine, but because I really try to govern myself in a positive way, that no matter what I put on, it was going to look good on me. And it's going to look good on everybody else. I said, but it's not going to look good on you, honey. I don't care if you are clear or if you are 99 pounds. It's not going to look good on you, because until you get your insides right, it's not going to look right. And I stretched myself back up in there, and I got my dress and I paid for it, and I'm ready to say. And but she just kind of stood there for a minute, and then she had to leave, because I think she realized that if she didn't leave, I might would have. Nonetheless, but I could have let that really could have let that deter me and not, you know, purchase a dress or come out and just be like, because, you know, I mean, we all suffer some, no matter how great that we may say that we all would take, you know, some seriously what the things that people say. And so I know that I'm, like I said, I know I'm not a size 2, or will never be a size 2, and I have been trying to work on my weight and various things, but it's not for nobody else to fix their mouth to tell me that I'm big and fat and black. I know what color I am, and I know that I know that's a lot of me, but you know, it's a lot of good me. It's a lot of good me. But again, just take those, don't beat yourself up about things, and don't let, not everybody's going to come to you in the wrong way, in the right way. Because, you know, I don't know if the girl wanted the dress for her mama or somebody, I don't know, but she didn't get it. You know, if she didn't want the dress, all she can say, but, you know, if you're not going to purchase that dress, I surely would like to have it or something, instead of just, you know, rumbling off some tomfoolery at me, you know, so, but again, you know, everybody's just not going to present their ideas and their dislikes or likes to you in a very positive way, but you have to be the bigger person, because it would have been very easy for me to turn that, I won't even say the name of the store, it would have been very easy for me to turn this store out in there, but I chose not to turn this store out. And I hope that, you know, if you're faced with a situation like that, I hope that you would choose to take the higher road. And it's hard, believe you me, it was not easy. I had to remember what I teach my EC kids every day. You know, you have to stop in your track, you have to just count to 10, you have to take a deep breath, you know, because, you know, somebody just, you don't even know them, and they just, you know, fix their mouth and say something like that. What kind of mess is that? But back onto the soccer. Just embrace your failures. Like I said, if you can't be successful the first time, get back up, try it again. It's not the end of the world. There are going to be times in which there are going to be things that you may not make 100% at, but just keep trying. Keep giving it your best, because if it's for you, it's going to be for you. What God has for you is for you. And if He gives you an assignment that He wants you to do here on earth, it may get hard, and there may be some obstacles and stuff that come up in your way, but He's going to make sure that you get it fulfilled. And you will know that He's in the midst, because usually when you're doing things that are right and trying to do right, the enemy just starts coming from the left, the right, the side, from the angle, and every direction that it is. but you have to just be strong, and you got to know how to block and knock them back so that you don't get so caught up in the negativity. And I was watching Good Morning America just the other morning, and there was a question that was posed. So, and my son brought me the plates, but he didn't bring me a little bag. I have little sticky notes, but I can just ask you this. What is something, and you don't have to answer out loud, just think about it to yourself. What is something that you would do if you were not afraid of failure? One thing that you would like to, that you would do if you were not afraid of failure. If you want to choose to, share it with the group, you can. But it's just a thought to go home and think about. What is something that you would do if you were not afraid of failing? It could be as simple as you might have a person that you have a crush on, and you may just keep liking that person and keep being around them, grinning all up in the face and all like that, but you never tell that person how you feel. And that person will feel the same way about you. And everybody just trying to be shy and hide behind it. You just have to go for it. And it may be stepping out, opening that business up on your own. Or it may be just, it could be anything, writing a book. It could be anything. But what is one thing in life that you would attempt at if you were not afraid of failure? And just know that all failure is not bad. I mean, it may knock you back a few steps, but just know that you got the ability of your feet to keep going and get to that next level. Because it's going to be tough. There's going to be lots of tough things that happen in life. You just got to stay positive. You just got to keep working toward it. And if that's just what I feel that part of my purpose is to just try to encourage people to just do things. Do things in life. It may not be what I want to do. I really don't have a desire to be a business owner. I don't mind going to work and working for somebody every day. It doesn't bother me. There's some people I probably would not want to work with, but it doesn't bother me to get up and have to go and answer to somebody. Some people think that's the craziest thing in the world, but I have no problem with doing what somebody else tells me to do. But there are some people who just have that mentality that they want to be their own boss and they want to set time, and that is great. That would be me. So then you
I agree with her.
So then you pursue that. You do whatever it is it's going to take for you to pursue that. And you get it. And it's going to be hard, but you got to just keep fighting. You got to keep trucking. You got to put your big undies on and apparatuses and garments and just keep going with it. You just have to keep pushing and going because it's going to be hard. I need to keep telling myself that about driving because, it'd be so much easier in life if I just could crank up the Altima and drive over here. Good evening. If you enjoyed that message and are interested in hearing more messages from the women of Woman Up, then please go to our Facebook page, Woman Up, Empowering Women and Girls, and just ask to join the group, and we will happily accept you. And then if you're in the Wilson area, you're welcome to attend our meetings every Tuesday from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Reed Street Community Center, and every other Saturday of the month from 12 to 2. Our next Saturday meeting will be April the 18th at Reed Street. We welcome women, young women from 10 and up, from all ethnicities, creeds, religion. We do not discriminate. We welcome all. Also, on May the 2nd, 2015, from beginning at 12 noon, we will be having a barbecue chicken and possibly fish plate fundraiser sale to benefit our first annual 4th of July Summer Kickoff Family Community Day. That will be held on July the 4th from 12 to 6 at Lane Street Park. So please come out and revisit our Facebook page to learn more about our barbecue chicken and fish plate sale that will be held on May the 2nd, beginning at 12 noon.